How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 43 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we are going to be talking about a little bit more information that comes from a post on 4chan about the banner leak, as well as the evidence that this leak is fake. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this information is true or not, so make sure you take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about it just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you where this leak came from. So the first leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from 4chan, and it is a text post posted by an anonymous user. I wanted to take a look at this leak, however, because it is saying that the banner leak is wrong and that there actually is more to the story. The other stuff that we're going to be taking a look at is why the banner leak is quote-unquote fake, and so that is just an amalgamation of a bunch of stuff I found online, so if you want to leave, go ahead and do so now. And now with all that out of the way, let's read the first post. So like I said, this post comes from 4chan, and it is titled, Smash Banner Leak, More Info, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, "Hi there guys, I'm sure you are all assuming now that Nintendo is freaking out over the banner leak from yesterday. Well, they are. Now, I know that none of you are going to take me seriously because this is just a text post, but do you remember how that guy with the Chattendorf picture correctly predicted every character that was on the banner? Yeah, this is going to be a post you are all going to come back to after everything I say comes true. I will not tell you where I work, but I will tell you I have my sources. First of all, I refuse to believe you all think that there are going to be 7 more new characters on the base roster. Sakurai announced publicly not to expect too many newcomers, and he meant what he said. You will be getting 4 newcomers, 2 echoes, and 2 uniques, and then he will announce the other 3 as DLC. Here is the information I want to share with you all. Smash Direct. There will be a Smash Direct on November 2nd. It will reveal the final characters. However, about a week or 2 before the game's launch, there will be a 100-fact extravaganza about Ultimate showing off the rest of the game, just like there was for Smash Wii U. However, in the Smash Direct, you can expect to see the unique characters in Zeno and Incineroar, and the Echo Fighters in Ken and Shadow. You will also get a taste of the story mode, new modes, bosses, etc. During the 100-fact extravaganza, similar to how Mewtwo was announced, Sakurai will announce that Isaac, Mach Rider, and the Chorus Kids are all coming as DLC. So while the banner is real, the banner was not supposed to be shown off until after the 100-fact extravaganza to build up hype. The 100-fact extravaganza was supposed to be a surprise and a gift from Sakurai. Although we won't be getting the DLC until later, the characters will be added to the banner art. That's all I have to say. Come back to this post when you watch the Direct on November 2nd. So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. Now, the biggest thing that I was thinking about while reading this leak is that it is an anonymous poster who doesn't claim any of his sources. There's no photo to go along with this or any video or anything like that, so right away I'm starting to have my doubts about this. However, we do have to remember that he made a good point that the Chattendorf leak actually was a text post as well, so right away we're not going to discredit it just because of that, but it is fair to say that this is probably fake. The next thing that I found extremely strange was that apparently Sakurai is only planning on announcing 4 characters at first and then saving 3 more for DLC. So once these 4 characters, Zeno, Incineroar, Ken, and Shadow, are announced, apparently, a little bit later down the line, we're going to get the announcement of Mach Rider, Chorus Kids, and Isaac as DLC, and they're going to be added to the banner. As of right now, we have no idea what happens when a DLC character is added to the banner, so we have no idea if they're added before or after they're actually implemented into the game. I would assume that they would get put onto the banner right after they're announced, just because they are officially a part of the cast, but at the same time that seems a little weird just because they aren't playable yet, so right away that kind of also stands out as a red flag. I don't personally know how to feel about it. The next thing that I think is kind of strange about this is that apparently there's going to be a Smash Direct on November 2nd, and then later on in the month they're going to do a 100-fact extravaganza. Now, we know with Smash Wii U, we did get a 50-fact extravaganza where they showed off a bunch of stuff, but do they have enough content to justify both a Smash Direct and a 100 fact extravaganza? Given that Smash Directs usually last about 30 to 33 minutes, it just doesn't really make much sense to me personally that they could do a 100 fact extravaganza in any less than 45 minutes. I don't know, I feel like that's a lot more content than they have to show off, so once again, this just looks more and more fake. So I think instead of talking about this leak anymore, we're actually going to go ahead and take a look at the evidence that is currently against the banner leak. Now, I'm not going to lie, there is not a lot of evidence to disprove or discredit this leak, but I did find a couple things I wanted to talk about, so let's go ahead and do that now. So the first and biggest reason I always see people saying that this leak is fake is because it is so blurry. However, I honestly don't think that it being blurry discredits it at all. As you guys can see, there is a giant LOL, which is a Snapchat filter, which means that they were sending this to their friend probably as a joke and not with any malicious intent. As you guys can see, the bit of dialogue in the right corner in the Snapchat actually says F Nintendo, so it's just a joke. I don't think that they wanted this information to get out, and so even though it did, it really doesn't make any sense to say that because it's blurry, it's deconfirmed. In fact, while I was filming this video, someone on Twitter named Yami Retracts actually sent me this post by Dylan Minori in which he fixed the coloring and everything like that. So as you can see, we have a much clearer picture, it is much better quality, and we can see everything a lot better. Now, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at each of the characters while we talk about this, so I'm not going to go too in-depth, but as you can see, quality is no longer an issue, and while it isn't amazing, we still get a pretty good picture of every single character on this screen. The next piece of evidence that people are trying to use to discredit this is the picture that's on the right side. So as you guys can see, we see this long Super Smash Bros. Ultimate thing that has the Nintendo Switch logo as well as all of the characters, which is originally where we got all of the characters off of. People are saying that it's super bad quality, it's super small and everything like that, but I'm here to tell you guys why that is. As you can see in the bottom corner and in the bottom center, you can see that this is actually supposed to be a wristband. So it's something that you would wrap around your wrist, and of course the quality isn't going to be as good on a wristband as it's going to be on a giant poster. Obviously, this is some type of promotional item that is probably going to be given away at Nintendo Live, and this actually gives it more credibility instead of taking it away. And now we're going to take a look at the last piece of evidence that is actually the most substantial, but I still don't think is enough to discredit it, and that is the way that the characters are pictured on the official Smash banner. So as you can see on screen right now, we have an image of the Chorus Kids on the left and an image of the Chorus Kids on the banner. Now right away, you can definitely notice some similarities. You see the one on the bottom screaming, the one on the left hugging the guy in the middle, and you see the one in the top right also screaming. Now, right away, I don't think that this automatically disconfirms it, and I'm a little confused as to why that guy is in the middle there. Maybe the Chorus Kids are going to be a 4-person team, or maybe he's just there because he's like the conductor of the Chorus Kids. Personally, I'm not really sure, but I have heard that this image might have been made after this image was originally posted, the banner image that is, so I don't think that's enough to discredit it. Next up, we take a look at the Banjo image. So as you guys can see on screen right now, the banner image is on the left, and the artist rendition is on the right. So right away, as you can see, there are definitely some similarities there. We see Kazooie's wings are spread out, and Banjo looks like he's using Kazooie to fly. Now, right away, I once again do not think that this automatically disconfirms it, because there are only so many different poses that the characters could be in. Actually, before this, once again, I haven't seen this image of Banjo before, which leads me to believe that this is probably made after the banner image, but at the same time, we have to take everything with a grain of salt because you have no idea what's out there on the internet. After that, we have the Ken image, and this one is the hardest to tell because the picture on the left is still super blurry. Now, I wish we had a better camera angle of this because I can't really tell, but it does look just like the picture on the right. Now, I've used the picture on the right in some of my thumbnails before, so I know that this has been out there before. So as you can see on the left, it does look like he's shoving his fist up into the air just like he is on the right, so this one I'm a little skeptical about. However, at the same time, we know that characters only have so many different ways to be portrayed, and I think Ken doing a Shoryuken like he is there is the perfect way to portray him on the banner. And then finally, we have this picture of Zeno, which once again I know for a fact has been around before the banner leak came out, and as you can see on the left, I don't see the similarities between these two at all. Personally, the one on the left looks like he's a lot lighter than the one on the right, and also it looks like he's in a different pose. Now maybe I'm only seeing this because once again the picture quality is really bad, but at the same time I don't think that these two images are similar at all, and I think that in the end this banner leak is 100% real and all the evidence against it is just people hoping that it isn't. So after hearing all of this evidence against this leak, do you believe that it's fake? Personally, I do not, but again, we gotta take everything with a grain of salt until it is actually announced. I have a feeling we're gonna get an announcement really soon, and hopefully, once a new character is revealed and put on the artwork, we will be able to tell whether or not this leak is real. So let me know in the comments, guys, do you guys still believe that this leak is real, and are you happy that it is? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.